Welcome back. We've been talking the possibility of some icy roads on your Thursday morning. It's a good thing that things aren't seeming as bad as yesterday, though I will say as I drove in this morning, Sam, I saw some sheen on the roadway.
Yeah, absolutely. The good news is the sun's coming up now, and so we're kind of nearing that time frame. Like, okay, if we're not seeing icy conditions yet, we're going to push through, hopefully, and then we'll continue to improve with warmer conditions this afternoon, which is really nice.
Should be in the clear here pretty shortly.
Yeah, pretty shortly. Just being careful on those bridges and overpasses. You can see over the airport right now, we're sitting at 34 degrees, so we've broken above freezing point there. And that's the type of thing, right, that's going to end any concern for ice on the roads. Right now, our weather ball is blinking red as we have warmer conditions ahead. We'll turn it solid here within the next hour or so as we're coming to the tail end of our rain and snow in sight. This is sponsored by LaFontaine Ford of Grand Rapids. 34 degrees for GR, as mentioned, still in the low 30s from Muskegon, stretching up through Big Rapids, and 33 degrees in Kalamazoo. So everyone's still sitting a little bit in that sweet spot for some frozen precip, especially along and south of the 96 corridor right now. 94 area is where I have and concern is a strong word, but there's the chance for there to be some icing in those areas, especially on bridges and overpasses. Hour by hour forecast, though, takes us back on up into the upper 40s by the time we reach this afternoon, even with a few breaks in the clouds, and that's going to lead way to some sunshine to round out our day. Tomorrow getting even warmer, making it back into the 50s by your Friday afternoon. 54 degrees by 2 p.m. for Grand Rapids, 55 in Kalamazoo, kind of showing that we could see some slightly cooler conditions in our northwestern zone and staying in the 40s for tomorrow. But we have even warmer air than that headed our way for the weekend. 62 degrees on Saturday underneath partly cloudy skies. As for Sunday, we have another round of rainfall that will be possible. After a gorgeous Saturday, temperature-wise, I did bump us up a little bit, putting us at about 55 degrees for your Sunday, but that will still feature some chances for rain in that hour-by-hour forecast. Rainfall chances will begin by the time we reach, let's say, 9 a.m., and they will wrap up by the time we hit around 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. Lakeshore communities today, mid-40s to be expected. 46 degrees for Reed City, 49 in Greenville, 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. So our feels like temperatures will finally be right on par with what we're actually experiencing outside. The rest of your 13 on your side, 7-day forecast showing off that once our temperatures reach 62 degrees on Saturday, that is the warmest day of the 7-day period underneath those partly cloudy skies. As for Sunday, our rainfall chances again beginning in the early morning hours and wrapping up by the time we reach 3 o'clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week sitting at seasonable averages, which is nice. We should be in the upper 40s by this point in the season, which is exactly where we look to stay. And no big systems headed our way. No 13 weather impact alerts in the 7-day forecast. Once we get past this morning's small chance for icing, we're pretty much in the clear going forward. Emily?
This week is Severe Weather Awareness Week for the entire state of Michigan, so of course it's always important to know ways you can get weather alerts across the area. One of the ways is wireless emergency alerts on your phone, so let's find out how to turn those on. All right, Sam, how do we turn on the wireless emergency alerts?
Super good question. So if you have an iPhone, you'll go to Settings. You're going to scroll down to Notifications. And then at the bottom of your notification screen, all the way at the bottom, you'll see a section that says Emergency Alerts. You can see Emergency Alerts turned on, Local Awareness turned on, Always Play Sound. If you have those things turned on, you are insured to get a severe weather alert.
Now, the wireless emergency alerts will only go off if there's a destructive severe thunderstorm warning, which means 80-mile-per-hour winds or greater, or baseball-sized hail, or also a tornado warning will sound off the alert.